Long ago, in an ancient village, there lived a man who kept a horse. He had for sons, all very dear to him, yet all were unbelievably foolish. When the man died, the brothers sat together and asked, "Father is gone. Now who will take care of the horse?" After thinking, they decided to cut the horse into 4 parts so each brother could take one leg. But then a new problem arose. How do you divide the rest of the body? They stood beside the horse, confused, arguing about how to split it. Just then, a traveler passed by and asked, "Brothers, what are you arguing about? Maybe I can help." One of them said, "Or for brothers, tell us how to divide this horse equally." The man replied, "That's easy. Sell the horse and divide the money equally." They accepted the idea and set off toward the city to sell it. On the way, they entered a forest. Night fell, and the tired brothers lay down and soon fell asleep. In the middle of the night, a thief came by. Seeing the 4 men sleeping soundly and snoring loudly, he quietly untied the horse and escaped with it. A little later, one brother woke up and realized the horse was gone. He woke the others, shouting, "The horse has been stolen." Another brother yawned and said, "Sleep, sleep, maybe Ramzan Khan took it. We'll see in the morning." In the morning, set off to find Ramzan Khan. While walking, they saw the footprint of a camel. One brother said, "Look, camel tracks." Another added, "It's a male camel." The third said, "It must be blind in one eye." The fourth said, "It must have broken free from its rope." Soon they met a man running anxiously. "Have you seen my camel?" he asked. One brother said, "A male camel." Another said, "Blind in one eye." A third said, "And it broke its rope." The man shouted, "Yes, exactly. There is it." Alpha replied, "We haven't seen any camel." Look ahead. The man became suspicious. "You know everything, yet say you haven't seen it. Maybe you stole my camel. Come with me to the king." They continued walking. Ahead, they saw a woman's footprint. One brother said, "These are a woman's footprints." Another said, "She left home after getting angry." The third said, "She seems pregnant." A little later, a man came running and asked, "Have you seen a woman?" One said, "The one who left home angrily." Another said, "She was pregnant too." The man replied, "Yes, yes." "Where is she?" Again they replied together, "We haven't seen her." The man grew suspicious too. "You know everything, yet deny it. You must have kidnapped my wife. Come with me to the king." Now the group grew larger. 4 brothers plus camel owner plus woman's husband, all heading to the king. On the way, entered a town and asked a passerby, "Is Ramzan Khan's house?" He pointed to a nearby house. Just then a man stepped out and said, "I am Ramzan Khan." "What happened?" The brothers said, "Last night you stole our horse. Give it back." Ramzan Khan said, "I've been home all night. How could I steal your horse?" "You fools," the brothers insisted, "come with us to the king." Finally, they reached the royal court. Everyone presented their cases. The camel owner said, "These men described my camel perfectly, yet deny seeing it. They must be thieves." The woman's husband said, "They described my wife exactly, yet claimed they didn't see her. They must be liars." The king asked the brothers, "What do you say?" They replied, "Your Majesty, please listen. Last night, Ramzan Khan stole our horse. Ramzan Khan protested loudly. Your Majesty, I know nothing." The king asked the brothers, "Did any of you actually see him stealing?" They said, "No, none of us saw him." The king became angry. "Then why accuse him?" The brothers replied, We're not lying. We know these things because we have knowledge of the unseen." The king raised an eyebrow. "If that is true, I will test you. I will hide something inside something else. Tell me what it is. He placed a pomegranate inside a box and locked it. Tell me, said the king. What is inside? The brothers looked at each other. The first said, something round. The second said, well, wearing a small crown. The third said, it has many seeds. The fourth shouted, it's a pomegranate. The king was stunned. These fools might actually know the unseen. He commanded Rams and Khan to return their horse or pay its price. The others were told to find their camel and wife themselves. The brothers took the money and bought goats and sheep. On the way home, they rested under a tree. One brother woke up and saw a baby goat on a tree branch and sheep chewing cud. He panicked. Wake up! The goats are breaking branches and the sheep are plotting to kill us. Terrified, they ran away, leaving the animals behind. One sheep followed them, so a brother threw a stone at it and yelled, run! I killed one. They ran until exhausted, and they counted themselves, but each one forgot to count himself and believed the fourth brother was missing. A rider on horseback saw this and laughed at their foolishness. If I count you correctly, what will you give me? They said, we will become your servants. He counted them properly. The brothers, amazed, agreed to serve him.